Today, we're making Dynamite Mussels, one of my favorite appetizers. They're so easy to make, comes together in just a few minutes. The mussel's sweet, briny, and oceanic flavor profile pairs perfectly with the spicy mayo, and then it's baked or air fried to golden perfection. These Japanese-inspired apps are perfect for entertaining if you're willing to share, but I could easily eat a dozen of these myself in one sitting. Alright chill, remember to wash your hands? The first step is prepping our mussels. I'm using a New Zealand green-lipped mussels, and I just get these boxed in the frozen section, and they're usually only $10 or $12 for 2 pounds. I'm gonna rinse these off in some cold water and remove any beard that's attached to the shell or mussel. Once these are all cleaned up, I'm gonna use a small knife and separate the mussel and its adductor from the shell. You could also cut the mussels into smaller pieces here, but I prefer the bite of the whole mussels in the finished product. Once you have all your mussels prepped, let's put these to the side, and step 2 is making our sauce. In a container or mixing bowl, we'll combine half a cup of Kewpie mayo. If you don't have Kewpie, you could sub for regular mayo if you really had to. Just add a little bit of rice vinegar, sugar, and MSG to the mix. To that, we'll add some sriracha, and I used about 1.5 tablespoons, but feel free to adjust these ratios to your preferences. If you want it spicier, add more. If you don't like any kick, just add a couple drops for the color. Then I'll add in about 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then we'll chop up some green onions, separating the whites from the greens. We'll add just the white parts to our sauce, saving the greens for a garnish. Then we'll add in a heaping tablespoon of masago, and if you've never had masago, it's just fish roe, and this will add some additional brininess and an extra little pop of texture. Go ahead and give that a good mix. And if you like this recipe, and you want to learn how to make more of your favorite Vietnamese and Asian dishes, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. I added a little bit more mayo to mine, but feel free to make any other adjustments. Then it's time for step 3, and we'll put it all together. Make sure your mussels are dry first, and then we'll just spoon over our sauce, covering the mussel. And then it's time to cook them. You can either bake these in the oven at 400 for about 8 or 9 minutes, but today we'll do these in the air fryer because it's a little quicker and I didn't feel like preheating my oven. Every oven and air fryer is a little bit different, so temperature and time can vary from oven to oven or air fryer to air fryer, so just make sure you keep an eye out. I'm cooking mine at 350 for about 6 to 7 minutes, and when they're done, the sauce should be slightly caramelized and bubbling. To finish our Dynamite mussels, we'll get these on a plate. And garnish with some additional masago. And some of those green onions that we saved. As always, the full recipe and measurements is on my blog at feedthepudge.com. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Y'all remember when conveyor belt sushi was a thing in the early 2000s? There's this spot here called Sushiland, and I'm not sure they're around anymore, but the ones in Seattle definitely all closed. The first time I had gone was back in 2003. My oldest sister, Christy, who is basically my second mom, took me and my siblings. And at the time, I could not for the life of me eat raw fish. I thought it was disgusting. So the only thing I ate there was California rolls and Dynamite Mussels. They served the mussels 2 on a plate, and each plate was probably $2. I probably had 4 or 5 plates before my sister got mad at me for eating the same thing and not trying anything else. But I probably could have eaten twice the amount had she let me. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, but as my siblings got older and started working, they started taking me out more. Spending quality time and sharing food with them are some of the fondest memories I have. And with any of my recipes, I hope that they also invoke a sense of nostalgia or they help you create new ones.